This is Craig Davidic with Squamish Free Media, and today I'm here with the manager of the Squamish Chamber of Commerce, Elliot Moses. How are you?
I'm doing well today, Craig. Thanks for your time.
Good. I was wondering if you could tell me a bit about what the role of the Chamber of Commerce is in Squamish.
Various roles, but basically we are looking to take care of our membership, which is just under 500 members strong. We like to be the voice for those businesses that, whether it be a liaison with different different levels of government, from the federal to municipal, and including our provincial government as well. If any issues need to get raised to those levels, we can definitely do that. Also like to create a nice network and forum for networking through various events that we put on in and around Squamish, from after fives, which is a casual meeting, to our popular luncheons that we hold once a month as well, along with other speaker-type series that we've started to launch recently, and business symposiums, and on and on.
And I suppose another manifestation of the Chamber is what happens here in the Adventure Center. People come in and they ask for information. Is that part of what you do? Yeah,
they come in, and a lot of people looking to start up businesses and whatnot. Often their first starting point is the Chamber, so I'll have a sit down with them, and they want a little feel of the land and see if it their certain business would apply here in Squamish.
So they can draw on the Chamber, even as a non-member, for information on what current trends are, or what's going on in the economy, or ways to create opportunities for themselves?
Definitely. We're here to answer any type of questions like that, especially to help out businesses to get to the next level. Again, if it is a little bit more detailed, if they want stats or whatnot from Squamish, then we do have a nice close relationship with the District of Squamish as well, where we can share information, or I can pass them on over to the district.
And when did you start at the Chamber, Elliot?
Just past my 2-year anniversary, actually. So it's been an eventful 2 years, to say the least, Craig.
Mm-hmm. And where did you come from?
I have a company up in Whistler called Whistler Eco Tours, slight plug, and a bit of a transportation called Whistler Executive Transportation up there. And the plan was to keep all my eggs in that one basket. But before I knew it, I had 3 kids and a wife and a mortgage, and realized that I wanted to be a little bit closer to my family. And this opportunity as the Chamber manager presented itself, as I say, 2 years ago. I applied, and for whatever reason, they seemed to approve my resume and my interview. So here I am with you today.
And what's a typical day like for you?
Forever changing. I can't say there's ever the same day twice, which keeps it exciting as well. But basically, as soon as I think I have a bit of an agenda and I have a work plan that I want to accomplish, somebody will come, knock at the door, and sometimes I probably should say no. I don't. I like to let anybody come in if they're knocking on my door. I like to bring them in, so it changes things, and definitely, there's always work to be done the next day. So my day's forever changing.
Speaking of change, I'm wondering, how has the business climate changed in Squamish in the last 2 years since you showed up and started working at the Chamber?
It's funny because even our financial committees the last couple of years now have said that they forecasted membership numbers go down within the Chamber, but they've been pretty steady. A lot, I think, that has to account for is the change in the community. We're getting a lot more smaller businesses, a lot of home-based businesses. And again, I think that's stemming from a few reasons, including people wanting to live here for all the reasons that we're here. You look around in the mountains and the bike paths and the hiking and the spit and everything else that we have around here. They're here to play but can't find work. As such, they do open up their own businesses, and that's where I try to help them out.
So one could say that Squamish is a bit of an entrepreneurial hotbed.
It is. It is. If you want to open up a business, you say sit down, do a little market research first, make sure that you're just not doing it on a whim. But it's a hotbed right now for small business, without a doubt.
And would you say that this little shift in the business climate, has that affected the direction in which the Chamber offers its programs? Like when I first moved here 10 years ago, it was still a bit of a forestry resource town. That's changed a lot. So how have the programs changed since you've arrived?
Well, it's drastically changed, and the best reference I can tell you right away is just looking at my board. When I started 2 years ago, it was a much different board. Now I have a board that's a lot younger. Again, the smaller type board. I think a couple years ago they were representing big companies, whatnot. Now we have a lot representing themselves. A lot of individual companies, so it's definitely reflected in that as well. they're bringing their new thoughts to the table. So, meshing some of the old, again, with the new thoughts we have going. And I think as a result, our memberships are seeing the benefits.
And what's your favorite thing that's happened since you've got here in the last 2 years? What's the highlight?
Highlight since I've been here in the last 2 years? Probably just the ongoing luncheons, I think, have just been solid. We've been getting very good keynote speakers coming out, selling out, majority of our luncheons lately. I see people networking. I see old friends getting together. I see old people exchanging business cards with new members. So that's one of my highlights. It's hard to pinpoint it down to one, but definitely one of them would be the luncheons.
Okay. I wanted to talk a bit about those luncheons in a few weeks here. Was it 2 weeks?
February 20th.
February 20th. It would be the BC Chamber of Commerce Week.
Correct.
And
starts off on the 18th, I believe, but that week, yeah.
And tell me what this week is about.
Just recognition of chambers, and BC Chambers itself is trying to promote itself across the province. So it asks all our chambers to see if we have an event we can put up online with the BC Chamber people, and it's just getting the word out that the chamber's here. We're here for businesses. I like to think our chambers goes a bit further. That we being Squamish in such a tight knit community, that I really like the community feel that our chamber has that I don't think you find in every other chamber. So the community feel is a large angle that we're pursuing.
And how does the relationship with the BC Chamber work? Like as a local chapter, you're also a member in the BC Chamber and probably a national organization?
A national one, aptly named the Canadian Chamber of Commerce. Right. We so again, back to what we were discussing earlier, we are a liaison for the different levels of government. One way you can do it is directly to the government. Another way to go it is through the BC Chamber, through the Canadian Chamber. A good example, one of our directors has taken spearheading the issue of cross-border shopping and whatnot, and how just the small retailer up here gets hit with all these tariffs and levies and extra taxes, while of course we all know people go online to do their shopping. They'll go across the border to do their shopping. So it will be a federal issue, but before we get to that level, we go to the BC Chamber, AGM. We'll present a motion or a proposal on how to rectify this problem. Hopefully they'll approve it. From there, we'll go to the Canadian Chamber, and it won't be long, hopefully, until it's an issue, a national issue with a little bit more of a spotlight on it.
So on the local side of things, a member gets access to a lot of the services that you offer as a local chamber, but it also acts as a lobby group both provincially and nationally. Is that correct?
That's bang on.
Okay, that's a lot of value for your money as a member.
I like to think so, yeah. I like to think, the minimal fees that you pay for it, a membership's a lot like a gym membership, actually. A lot of people wonder, well, if you're joining the membership, the chamber, just to get more business, might be for the wrong reason. But if you actually join the chamber and become active, come out to some of the events, tap into, all of a sudden, you can't get any, nobody's answering the phone for you over the district, give us a call. That's why we're here. We're here to be that voice for our local businesses.
And you get in what you put out.
That's it, exactly. As a gym membership, okay, I got my gym membership, okay, how come I'm not in shape yet? You don't get in shape until you actually go and become active.
To wrap up here, I just wanted to get back to that business BC Chamber of Commerce Business Week and reiterate to you what we discussed a moment ago, that Squamish Free Media is going to offer free business profiles to anyone who wants to show up and tell us a bit about your business, and just wanted to thank you for the opportunity to partner with you on that. Yeah, no,
it's Squamish Free Media. I think what you guys going on here is great. I'd like to see you guys get to the next level, and anything that the Chamber of Commerce can do to support and get you there. You have my full support, Craig, and I appreciate your time.
Great. For information on BC Chamber of Commerce Week, you can go to www.squamishchamber.com, and to book your free business profile interview at the luncheon. What's the date for that luncheon?
Luncheon is February 20th, where we'll have Jenny Back, a former CBC TV host. Her topic is 3 massive mistakes even smart entrepreneurs make online that keep them with significant sales. With stagnant sales. It's a long title. And also at this luncheon, actually, the district have a pretty big announcement that I can't quite share all the details, but stay tuned, as they say.
Okay, thank you very much, Elliot.
Thank you, Craig.
This is Craig Davidic with SquamishFreeMedia.com.